Hello, my friends. Welcome back. It's Melanie with Melanie Smith Stamps, and today we are playing with the stitching die of the month with Spellbinders, June 2024 Kit Clubs. So I was going to try something a little different today and maybe do a little tiny bit of ink blending to our stitching pieces before we actually stitch them. I've never done this before, so I thought we would just play just a tiny bit and just experiment and see if it makes any of a difference. So I've gotten a couple inks here. I have no idea if this is going to look good or if we're just going to make a complete crazy mess. But the little cherry I did, and that's where I got my idea, because I wanted a peach cherry. Because my card here, I've already done my background, and my background has kind of this peachy pink color, and I didn't want a red cherry, I wanted a peach cherry. So I took the peachy paper and I just added a little peachy extra color on it to make it more pink rather than just plain peach. And I thought it turned out kind of cute, and I thought, well, let's do a little bit of ink blending. So let me not do the green with a brown. That would not be good. So let's just take, and I'm going to dab this off because I do not want this really strong. I'm hoping for just a tiny bit of blending on one side. That's what I thought we would do. We would just do a tiny bit to one side and leave the other side plain. And we would just see what it looks like. We may not even be able to tell, you know? And if we can't tell, that's fine. If we can, well, we might find out something new. Who knows? This is how you experiment in the craft room, right? So, ooh, that actually picks up the little lines better. But those lines are going to be covered up with our stitches. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to darken just one side just to see if it makes any difference whatsoever. Like I said, may not make a difference at all. Right now, it's just making it look a little dirty. But we'll see what happens in the end. That's just because this is brown. But I'm using PinkFresh Studios inks here. These are new to me, and I'm excited to play with them for the first time. I just treated myself to them, and I'm excited to have some new colors to play with. So I'm going to use Fresh Pear on this mint paper. I'm using mint because my grandson said he needed a mint chocolate chip ice cream cone. So we went with mint, and he was very happy that we had mint paper. He chose it from my rainbow up on my wall. Anyone that's seen my live videos have seen the rainbow. So this made him happy because his and my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. So he was extremely happy with that color choice. So there we go. That's all we're going to do. Then we're going to stitch these up and put them on our card and see if it makes any difference. So for the mint, we will use this ombre. This is DMC 125. And I'm just going to choose a color out of that to go on there. But I've already got my gold stitch or thread on here. So let's go ahead and do these first. Now I have doubled up my cardstock to make this thicker. So I just wanted to let you know that. And these are just straight stitches here. So I'm going to go ahead, and since we have a large space in the back here, I'm going to use my Best Ever craft tape to tape this down. This is just the quick and easy way of stitching. I do like to catch my stitches instead of doing this, but for speed, this is just the faster way to do it. But I do like how when you can, with these long stitches, it's really hard to actually catch your stitches, but, you know, and lock them into place with your stitching. But when possible, I do like to actually catch my stitches because it seems to hold them tighter. And I like really taut stitches. I don't like them to get loose. And in my other sample that I'll show you at the end, My stitches did get a little bit loose, and I don't like that as much. Now, the other thing I did in that other sample, though, is I did not double my paper. And that was because I wasn't doing the die cutting, and my die cutter didn't die cut me 2 pieces. So I just went with it because I was hurrying and only used 1 piece, and that could also be the reason why my stitches aren't as tight. It is hard to pull tighter when you only have 1 piece of cardstock. This allows you to pull tighter because your cardstock isn't bending. See how I'm pulling and my cardstock isn't warping. And that's another reason to double up your cardstock. Even if you have 100-pound weight cardstock, I would still double it because it just makes for a stronger project. And the actual stitching just looks better and holds up better. Because you see how taut I'm able to get those stitches. Now, I'm going to tuck these, but I'm also going to tape them too, because it's kind of hard to get it tight when your back stitches are so big. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll pull it as tight as we can, and then we will tape. I decided to go with gold instead of cream because I did have a cream chosen for this, but I went with gold because I used gold for my sentiment. And I did that because of the type of sentiment that this set came with. This stitching set came with 2 sentiments. They're really cute, but they're kind of a deboss type of sentiment. And I like the sentiments better when they are debossed in metallic, like foil card. So there's that one. And that one will end up being attached right there. And then we will have this one. And this one is going to have like a cross hatch stitch. It's going to go back and forth. Get kind of a long piece here. I still don't think I'll get it all done in one piece, but we will try and see. Okay, so for this one, these are going this way and this way to give you the texture of the cone. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hook this to the back. Okay, so we will go diagonal to diagonal holes, and that will get you started. And then I go all the way back because I don't like the way it looks when you go from like here to here and back. You can do that to save thread if you want to, but sometimes you can tell that that's just bending this way. So I like to actually go all the way across the back. It uses more thread, but that's just, I like the way it looks better. So I go one way and then go the other. You could crisscross so they don't. Like you could do 1 or 2 and then go the other way and then go the other way so that they actually crisscross. That would probably look more realistic. I'm just lazy. But I bet you some designers do that. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to make sure those are pulled pretty tightly. Then I'm going to come over and do the rest of these. So I'm at the other corner now, so I'm going to make sure these are all pulled pretty tautly. Looking good. And then this one is going to go all the way across this diagonal. I'm going to pull this tail a little bit more so I don't lose it. Like so. So we're starting the other direction now. And you see what I mean here? If I would have done 1 and then this way, and then 1 and then this way, and then 1 and then this way, then this wouldn't be loose on top right here. So you could opt to do that. You could do one and then one, one and then one, one and then one, like that if you chose to. Just another idea, but I was scared it would confuse people. So I opted not to do it. I may do it in another one just to see what it looks like. But I wanted to just tell you the option just in case you wanted to try it. I bet you it would look really good and it would hold them down better. Oh, I might actually get all of them done. I turn this around now because I'm going to be coming to the other side. It's going to be really close. I'm going to get them all in or not. I might not. Got two more. Can I do it? One. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And two. Okay. You could also, if you wanted to, go and actually stitch all the way around it. Though I don't know if it would look like an ice cream cone then. So here is the finished stitching. So here again, I'm pulling pretty tightly. I am going to run these under some and then use some tape. See how that did. There we go. So I'll put that right there and right there. I'm going to go ahead and glue that so it can be gluing while we do the top one. Be setting, in other words. I'm going to use quite a bit of glue. I like to glue my stitching pretty securely. I know it's a lot, but it's a lot of stitching bulk under there, so get this one and get it pushed down really, really good. And then I'm going to put an acrylic block on top there so it can be gluing. Then we will get the green out. And then I like to stitch with 2 pieces of floss. So this has 6 strands. So I'm just going to pull 2 off. And that ensures that if I have to use another strand, if I run out, I'm going to have another piece of this that's going to be exactly the same as the one I used. So that's good. All right, and then this one we're going to start, well actually we'll start out here and we'll go down in the middle, and this one is too short, so I'm not going to get the whole thing done in this one, I don't believe. This is a pretty quick stitch though, because you're going to go from the outside to that center hole, and if you can tell, the center hole is bigger in this than the outer holes, and that's what tells you to go all down into the center hole. So you're going to start at the outside and you're going to go down in the center, and you do that all the way around. Super, super simple. Remember to pull tautly so all your stitches lay nice. And here again, I've got this doubled, the cardstock, so that it doesn't bend while I'm pulling these. And a couple more. just going to tuck this one to finish it too. You can go multiple directions, and that makes it tight when you go multiple directions like that. You can pull real tight, and it makes your stitches really tight too. See that? Okay. All right, so now we're going to glue that there, like so. We'll put that right there, and we'll glue that right there. Pull our card base over here. Let's move this over here. What I've done here for my card base is I've got some pattern paper from Carta. I got this on scrapbook.com, and it's the Here Comes Spring collection. I'm actually using this both in this card and this card. Now we're going to finish this one here in just a minute, but this was my first one that I started, and this is my second. Both of these cards are both from, or this cardstocks pattern paper are from that Here Comes Spring collection. And I cut some coordinating cardstocks from my stash to coordinate, and then ran them diagonal to coordinate with this pattern on the paper. I thought that was pretty cute. Then I just took a die that would match my shape of my ice cream cone, and I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this little icing, which I die cut from the Spellbinders glitter card, and we're going to put that right here. Look at there. Right. Then we will add our little cherry on top, like so. And there's our stitched little ice cream cone. So he fits perfectly right in here. Okay, so now we can put her right there. Isn't she cute? Now I was thinking we might bring her down this way a little bit so our stripes show. Then we'll add our gold sentiment. And this sentiment says, "Have a sweet day." And it comes from the die set as well. They're right here. You have a sweet day and have a cool summer. So these are all the dies. The only one I have not used is this little die right here, which actually can go right across the top of the cone. But because I put my ice cream cone down a little bit, it doesn't show. So that's the only reason I didn't use that little piece right there. Everything else I have used. So this is my card. I'm going to go ahead and just glue it down super quick. The stitching gives your card such dimension without really even trying. I love the way that inked cherry looks. And the inking here doesn't look too bad. Just gives it a little something extra. Okay. Then we will add our sentiment. This sentiment I have stacked 3 high. I added 2 pieces of white cardstock underneath the gold mirror card. And we will just add that right down there. Have a sweet day. And that card is finished. And then for this card, to finish this card, we are going to use the free caboodle item that is this month's freebie. This is Little Mr. Watermelon. And let me show you him. His name is actually Summertime Slice. And he is free with the Caboodle Club Kit of the month. For $120, you get every single club kit of the month. That's 10 club kits. It's a 60% discount, plus all of the goodies that you get, the perks that you get for being a club kit member, Caboodle member. Plus you get a free present every month. This is this month's present. And he is actually a dancing watermelon. And he has glasses, which he could have as shades if you put his little shades in there. He has little hearts that go in his glasses. But I am going to use him here on the card without his dancing mechanism. I just wanted to show you, though, that he is a dancing figure, because I love my dancing figures. But I want him at an angle on my card, so I'm going to complete him without the dancing mechanism, so he can stand at an angle. And we're going to put him right here at the bottom of our card, like so, like that. Okay, so we're going to glue him here, and then we will, let me put some little glue on his feet too. We're going to put him down here, like so. Then I've got 2 sentiments that I had in my stash. I believe these are from Altenew. They're BetterPress sentiments. And I've got Wahoo and Let's Celebrate. And I thought these were adorable and they went with this perfectly. So I wanted to add these to the card. These were already pre-made in my stash and I wanted to use them and I just thought they were adorable. So I opted to use them this time. Spellbinders is starting to carry some of Altenew's BetterPress line, which I adore. So check that out on the Spellbinders website if you get a chance. I adore Altenew's products as well. And there is our second card. So these are my cards for the Stitching Club this month. I hope you have enjoyed the video tutorial and that you see something you like. If you are wanting to join a club kit this month, all of the affiliate links are down below. All you have to do is click on more and you will find all those links to make it easier to shop with. I do get affiliate commission for those links and it does help support my YouTube channel. So thank you so much when using them. Have an amazing day, my friends, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.